Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon, and today at long last we are finally building up Corrin. Not New Year's Corrin, not a drift Corrin, just regular launch day Corrin, who I have been wanting to build for so long. Finally got the 11th copy and can build him up. So we're just going to be showcasing that. I'm gonna build him, give my thought process on how I selected various skills and then actually put together the builds, and at the end we'll go ahead and take a look at them in action. So before we actually get into building him, we have to obviously go promote them all. So we're going to unlock the potential on all these wonderful Corrins. I just really love Corrin. I know he's not the most popular character. In fact, he's not very highly regarded by a lot of people. But I just love him. I've loved him since I saw him in Smash. Loved him in Fates. I found him very relatable, and we're just gonna mass promote all these Corrins. Boom, there we go. And I think that should be all of them. Now we can go to, let's see, we want to merge allies. Yeah, I always liked Corrin. I found him relatable, and also he's really cute. Just look at this art. Oh, he's adorable. Cutie boy. That's why we're building him up. This is like a regular build-a-twink workshop over here. This is the worst thing I've ever said on this. And I've said a lot of really stupid things on these videos. Anyway, so obviously here we have our various Corrins. We have the first 8 as combat manuals, then number 9, 10, and magic number 11. And we have this extra one that I'm going to hang on to. Its plus attack, just in case I end up wanting to change my IVs later. Speaking of IVs, we have to actually decide, as our first hurdle to building Corrin, we have to decide which IV to go with. And this is a decision that I've been, it's been driving me insane for at least half a month now. Basically since I pulled this plus res Corrin, because he does have really good mixed stats across the board. And technically, he should probably stack speed to just go as fast as possible and keep up with other units, but plus res does improve his overall bulk, and he's already pretty fast on his own. It gives him balanced defenses, which is just really cool. I like units that can do mixed tanking, and so I talked back and forth with a lot of people, both on Reddit and people on the comment section of my channel, and I heard a lot of opinions on both sides, and basically I decided we're gonna go with fun over anything else. So we're going to go with the lovely plus res Corrin, just because I find that funny, which is why we are saving this plus attack one, just in case plus res ends up being not good. Then we have a backup. But so we're going to be merging into the plus res version. But before we actually do that, we're going to inherit skills on the plus speed version so that we can use up all the SP that I already had sitting around on him. So first, before we actually merge, we're going to come over here and just inherit all these skills. Okay, first things first, we're going to grab drive speed, because that's just always a good skill that I like to have. We've already got Spur Speed 1, Speed 2. We'll just grab Rally Res and Speed Res while we're at it, because why not? Bye-bye, Tail to you. Next up is Drive Attack from this extra Groom mark that I've been saving. Grab Drive Attack 1, 2, and I guess Wings of Mercy 1 and 2. There we go. Speaking of Wings of Mercy, let's get a escape route, just because I've got some ideas for that. And attack smoke from Kaze. Just lots of C skills for Corrin. Gotta unlock this Nasala to get his stuff. And a Cordelia. There we go. Guard and Swift Sparrow. And Gale Force. Mist for the dual rally, and while we're at it, we'll grab Res Feint 1 through 3. And finally, the Piece de Resistance, Grail's wonderful Fury 4. And we'll grab Luna. Now we're just gonna learn all these skills. I know it seems like this is a lot of stuff that I'm not going to use. I'm going to use most of this. Gale Force. Fury 4. Swift Sparrow. There we go. That was a gift from your lovely sister. And attack smoke was from Kaze. Alright, I'm back, and we have learned all the skills on Corrin. I actually did have to go and grind up a little bit more SP, but it didn't take that long, because I have Sword, Valor, and Blessings. Huzzah! And with that done, we are finally ready to actually merge Corrin up. Again, we are merging into the plus res version just because I want to. And we'll just go ahead and start with this one. Real quick, we're just going to swap that so I remember which one's the most important one. And let the merging begin. Yes, Corrin. Consume your alternate versions. Also, I grinded maximum SP on the plus res one just in case I ended up using that one, and I just remembered that, and that's funny to me. But I've got this level 1 Corrin with max SP. It's all good. Yes, yes, your power grows, Corrin. 4. Yes, gain all the stats. Almost there. And at last, all that's left is the original Corrin. Corrin Prime will now become merged into plus res Corrin. There he is. Success. And now I have to actually go and level him up. Next, we need to actually level up. And we're just, since we don't need SP, we're just gonna take the easy way and use all these crystals I've got sitting here. Look at those stats. There we go. And while we're at it, we're also going to improve him by using all the infantry dragon flowers that I've saved up. We can't get him quite to plus 10, but you can see that the last 2 stats give him plus 1 def and plus 1 res. And he will get those at a later date. There we go. That looks good. There you go, Corrin. Looking cute.
Adorable outfit.
Next comes the actual unit building portion. It's finally time to put our actual skill sets together. And today we are building 3 basic skill sets. and we're going to go through and I'll kind of explain my choices. The first two are going to be support sets, and the next one will, and the last one will be more of an standalone unit build. So first, support set, go! Obviously starting off, the whole reason to use Corrin is Yato, which gives attack speed def res 4 to his ally support partner during combat, which is very useful for arena cheerleading. And this first one is really the most arena-centric build. Next we need Rally Def Res because it scores the best for arena due to SB cost, and it's a great support skill for just improving units bulk. My arena core does not have the ability to use tactic teams, so dual rally is nice, and I needed to run one anyway for high scoring potential. Next, this one was actually, originally I was going to use Aether, that's my go-to arena skill, but Apple Juice 10101 on Reddit actually was showing their Corrin, and they used Gale Force on it, and it was actually a really good idea, so like major props to them. The reason they use Gale Force is just so they don't accidentally kill a unit off of like an Aether proc or anything, so but it still scores high in arena, so we're going to go with Gale Force over Aether just for that. Next, HP plus 5 is not actually part of the build. This just shows what his HP would look like if he, or when he gets Red Dual Infantry, which will be used for arena scoring. Instead, for now, until then, we're going to be running Fury 4, just because that scores the most. For the B slot, we have the attack feint that I pulled so hard for on the Hot Springs banner. The power of the cinnamon roll lives on in Corrin. And now, finally, for his C slot. We are going to, normally I don't like spurs, but for this, since he needs to use his ally support, and ally support is stronger if you're standing directly next to them, we're going to be running Spur Def Res 2, and we're going to get it for the seal slot as well. There we go. And real quick, let's just take a look at this. So I already explained most of this. Yato is for the stats. Rally Def Res also gives stats, and all of these are just high scoring skills. Gale Force is just there for score. Fury 4 also score. And then attack feint, because we have to run a rally anyways, I wanted to utilize feint skills to capitalize off of that. And I like debuffs, actually. I run a lot of ploys on Morgan, and I've started using chill skills now that they've become more widely available. But both of them kind of have problems that I dislike about them. Ploys only do debuff by 5, and also they can be kind of finicky with the positioning, or you have to predict where your opponent is going to move, which can be difficult on certain arena maps. Whereas chills are a lot easier to just deal with because they're not positioning based, and they debuff by 7, but you don't have much impact over who they debuff. If your unit is fighting a enemy that is right in front of them, but the chill is affecting someone behind them, then it's effectively doing nothing. So feints are a nice hybrid between those, in that it gives the higher debuff of a chill skill and the easier usage of that, but you can still have a little bit more impact on it like a ploy. It also goes in the B slot, which frees up our seal, and C slot for our spurs, which, just to run the math real quick, with ally support, Corrin will give +2 to all stats right away. +4 from his sword gives him +6, and then, so that's +6 to everything. Then another +3 to def and res from his C slot, and another +3 from his seal gives another +6. So he's looking at plus 6 attack, plus 6 speed, and plus 12 def and res. Rally def res gives an additional 6, bumping that up to 18, and attack feint will also lower the enemy's attack by 7. So that means we're basically knocking 25 damage off of the enemy's attack just from that alone. That's not even factoring in the drive def res that I run on Morgan and Sakura, which adds an additional 6 to each stat, which adds up to a grand total of 31 damage knocked off of the enemy's attack by my team, which is pretty amazing. The ability to add up all of that makes Corrin a pretty great cheerleader. Technically, Marth is a better unit to build for this kind of role, just because he's going to have more utility outside of Arena, and he can affect all units instead of just one, while Corrin gives a slightly bigger boost to just one unit, but I like Corrin more, so Next, we're going to make a second support set, this one more offense oriented, and it's going to look very similar, but the applications will be a little bit different. So once again, of course, we want our support refined Yato and rally def res, plus eventually I'd like to swap this for rally attack speed on this offensive build, but I just don't have that yet. Unfortunately, we didn't get a second Sorin from that banner. This set, though, since this one will be used less in Arena where I like to play defensively, and this will be more for like if I wanted to run support on an Abyssal map or something, then instead we can run something like Aether or Moonbow. Either one is probably fine. We'll just go with we'll go Aether since this is also a support set and we may want to use it in Arena. Again, eventually this will become our dual infantry if he's running it in Arena, so he'll have the plus 5 HP. But outside of that, on this set we'll run Swift Sparrow instead, just because again, we may not be using this one in Arena as much, and that one doesn't compromise his HP as he'll be doing more actual battling, but still be more focused on just supporting. Next, we would run another feint for this support set, but unfortunately I don't have speed or def feint. We'll run res feint just because he can like pair that up with like Morgan or something. But ideally in the future I would like to swap that for def feint or speed feint, just to soften the enemy up and make them easier to take down with offensive units. And finally, we're going to run double drive attack. Drive speed would also work here. In any combination, you could run one drive attack, one drive speed, both drive speeds, or both drive attacks. We're going to go double drive attack just because I tend to run drive speed on everyone else. So this makes him a little more unique in that he's directly buffing the attack. Now while this set does lose the 1 point from his ally support moving away from him, it still gives them a lot of attack and a lot of speed, as well as the slight boost to their defenses. The basic idea behind this set is that he basically rallies the ally, and then they move forward one square and attack the enemy while still staying in range for Yato's effect. It does allow them to be a little bit more offensively oriented, moving forward, attacking the enemy, not having to wait for them to come to us. Like I said, this one will be more for like if I want to run support on an Abyssal map or something, or if I had a really offensively inclined bonus unit, something like if Delthea was a bonus unit where I wouldn't want to run her as a defensive set just because her defenses are just so bad that it would be really hard to salvage them even with. I like this build a little less, but it's still fun to have. And finally, set number 3, which will be our standalone set where he just kind of functions as his own unit as opposed to being a support bot, not being a cheerleader. So this time instead we're going to start with speed refined Yato, because since he's not supporting, he doesn't need to run this. He'd rather have a little bit of extra speed, but he could, I guess, technically run some kind of hybrid build with support Yato and regular offensive skills. But just for this, we're going to run with a speed refined Yato, just as what we build off of. And since this isn't for arena, we don't need to run a rally skill, so we'll just go with the tried and true reposition. And again, he can run pretty much any special because he's got such like balanced stats. Like Iceberg isn't necessarily better than Bonfire. Could run something like Moonbow. We'll just go with Moonbow for this one, just because it won't interfere with Desperation's ability if he gets healed off of Aether. But like I said, it's all flexible. Fury 4 and Desperation. It's a boring combo, but it works. But as you can see, we've got a lot of room for other options here. Vantage also works with Fury 4. Escape Route works with Fury 4. We can just attack a bunch of enemies and then chip ourselves down and then escape out of the way. We could also run Swift Sparrow if we're on a longer map, like an Abyssal map, where we don't want to just keep losing HP. But if Sakura's around, then Fury is probably better because she can just heal him back up. We're going to grab Fury 4 again. Also, with Swift Sparrow, we have the option to take something like Guard to make use of the fact that we're not just losing HP all over the place, and no-sell the enemy's specials. But for now, we'll just stick with Desperation. And then finally, our Seal slot and C slot are a lot more flexible on this set just because he doesn't have to run a support skill necessarily. But we are going to go with Attack Smoke on his C slot just to make use of his really high defenses. Bear in mind, with Dragonflower, those actually, the last two Dragonflower boosts that we get, those will reach 40 and 40, which just looks really nice. He'll have 60, 30, or 60, 40, 40, and actually, with our Sacred Seal, we can actually get 60, 50, 40, 40, which is just really cool. Even if it's not necessarily the most amazing seal slot for him. Pretty much kind of makes up for the fact that I didn't take the speed boon. But instead we'll take Speed Smoke, but there are so many other skills that he could run here. Or in his C slot. He could run something like Infantry Rush, Panic Ploy. Of course, the standard drives. He's actually got enough res to make use of ploys if I really wanted to. Just a lot of options here. Even outside of the C and S slot, there are a lot more options for his A slot. We could run the standard distant counter. We could run close defense. We could even run steady breath. But just for now, I'm going to stick with Fury 4 because that was quite an investment after all. But I do like Speed Smoke on this setup because basically he just rushes in, attacks with Attack Smoke and Speed Smoke, debuffs the enemy so that they're doing 7 less damage to his already impressive defenses, and they're going to be slowed down and he's already really fast on his own. And so they're going to have a hard time doubling him without a skill of some kind or support, and they're going to have a hard time just getting over his 40-40 defenses once we get those Dragonflowers, and the fact that they're missing 7 attack as well. But if he's on a team with like Sakura or Morgan, who's probably running a speed debuff of their own, whether Speed Ploy from Morgan or Sakura's Chill Speed, then instead we can afford to take a different seal like Close Defense, but that's on Soleil. Or we can take the aforementioned Speed Seal to get that lovely balanced stat line. For now though, for the basic template for this, we'll just go with this. And so yeah, that looks pretty solid. I mean, it's not the most amazingly creative skill set, but Fury Desperation works. Gives him great stats across the board. He's just basically just a walking ball of stats, and he just beats people up. I like it. It's simple but effective. So hopefully that gives you some insight onto how I kind of went about designing these skill sets. But now the time has come for us to actually test them. So it's time to go to the arena. Actually, before we go to the arena, I just remembered Yato needs him to actually have ally support with his other units. So Yeah, it's time to grind up support ranks with the Esker trio. Yay! Alright, so now we've got our support ready to go. Today it's for Sharena because she's our bonus unit. And grinding the supports is probably the most tedious thing about Corrin, but what can you do? I really like the guy. But if you don't like supports, then Marth would probably be a better buffer to use. In fact, Marth is probably just better in general, but anyway, it's time to actually put our unit to the test. Fortunately, this week we're actually in tier 21, so we get to fight the strongest of the strongest. We're just a bunch of armors, really. But since this video is already rather long, we're only testing each of Corrin's builds once, which is why I'm not a scientist, because I think they actually test things a lot more than once, because that's not really a valid usage of the scientific method, but whatever, we're gonna go with it. But first, real quick, we'll just go over the rest of our team here. This is just Morgan's build. They'll be on the side too, but I just want to show them off real quick. And with that said, let's dive in. We don't have to worry about dropping in rank or anything, but I am going to find some decently high scoring opponents, like, 740 plus or something. I'll cut this part out though. Alright, our first battle is a legendary Marth who has stayed in here 28 times. Yeesh. Alright, 40 plus 10 legendary Marth, 40 plus 3 Vanguard Ike, 40 plus 10 Hector, and I'm guessing 40 plus 10 Surtur. Yep. Alright, so remember, for these first two builds, the goal isn't for Corrin to kill the enemy, because it's his support setup. So our goal is to get Sharena to kill the enemy, to show the effectiveness of this power. We're going to just have everyone kind of stick around, give her drives and spurs and such. Alright, now we get to actually put it to the test. Unfortunately, you've got double reds here, so we're in a nice position. So come to us, Ike. Come fight Sharena. Alright, he's getting his buff on. But look at that. I mean, yeah, part of that's color advantage, but still, it's just funny. 51 times 2. Also, Sharena does have bond skills, which makes her very good. She is a very good partner for Corrin. I was actually kind of hoping that I could use Anna, but this season Sharena's bonus season wasn't over yet, because I think if I can show that Anna can work with Corrin, then anyone else can work with Corrin, because Anna's definitely the weakest of the general bonus units. So yeah, can't kill him by attacking into him, but what if we just do this and pass turn? This is exciting gameplay, guys. But it's okay, it works. Who cares? It's effective. Get him! Get him! Gone. Alright, now we're to the part where it actually does become a bit more tricky. Okay, no armor march. So we're gonna send... when does Panic Ploy trigger? Just to refresh. At start of turn. Okay. So we don't want to actually rally Sharena right now. Also, I could have been rallying with Morgan, I forgot, but that would have just been overkill. So we don't want to rally with Sharena, or with Corrin, to increase her def res, because that'll decrease it. So we're just gonna come chill over here, and also, okay, he's losing speed, he's losing attack from Morgan and Sakura's chill skills. We're just gonna have everyone cluster around Sharena, and now this is the real test. Alright, he's hitting for 15 times 2, which is still pretty scary. But we've got our Aether. There we go. Couldn't take him out in one round because of Panic Ploy. Oh no, he's got Gale Force. Ooh, that's scary. That could have been a lot worse if we didn't have Aether, but it's okay, we took care of it. And now, Sharena heals off of Renewal, and Sakura with the physic. Heals him back up. Oh, that was weird. I didn't, because I rarely use support animations on. I was like, her staff transformed from Witchy Wand into something else when she healed Sharena, and then it transformed back. That was really weird. I was like, did I forget to equip Witchy Wand? But now we'll have Morgan boost with the rally attack speed, and we'll have Corrin come in with the rally def res and hit Surtur with that attack feint. Take the 20 from Sinmara, but it's okay. He only does 9 damage against the triangle. Here we go. Bap. And now heal back up again. Yeah, see, her staff is different. That's not a Witchy Wand. That's weird. That's really weird. We hit for 0-2, and I obviously don't want to put Morgan up there, so we're just gonna keep chilling, and we'll just use Aether to get the kill. Take some more damage. He does 1 damage now that Sakura came forward. Oh wait. Maybe Windfire Bomb procced. That might have been it. I wasn't paying attention, but whatever. Hit him like so.
Please take care. Let's go.
And Oh. That would do it. All right, so we'll just let him attack into us. That's where that extra damage was coming from that we weren't doing on our turn. I'm bad at checking the skills, guys. Ooh, that was close. That was really close. Too close for comfort. But it's okay. Down he goes. Sharena, hero of Asker, killer of Surtur. Yay! All right, that was battle number 1, and look at that score. That's not bad. I didn't re-roll for like max score. I think my max score is like 746. But real quick, now it's time to just change our skill set. Now we've got our offensive build, so our score isn't going to be as high because we are not running Fury 3, but that's okay. This is my week that I get to just chill in tier 20 and not worry about points. So I'll be back when I find a match. All right, next we have a Hector lead, a legendary Hector lead with 20 arena crowns. And they've got plus 10 Hector, yep. Plus 10 Myr, yep. Plus 10 Surtur, yeah. And a plus 1 Roy, or yeah, not even a plus 1 Roy. Okay, but that's okie dokie. We've got this. Just going to. We do want Corrin over by you. We've got Armor March. Armor March. I want to keep Myr around because that'll make Surtur at least a little bit easier to deal with.
What's next? Let's go.
Because he'll Armor March ahead and get out of smart. Well, never mind. That's not very helpful.
Let's go.
In that case,
okay.
Yeah, we'll just wait. Come to us. Okay.
My turn. Let's go.
All right. I was going to move Morgan over here, but Armor March will trigger and let Myr reach. So we're going to do like this. Rally everyone and get our buffs. There we go. All right. Come on, guys. Oh, Myr. Don't do that. That's annoying. But Hector comes. Couldn't take him out, but you know, let's do a little something I like to call a tactical retreat.
All right.
I'm just gonna move out of the way.
What's next?
There we go. Come get some Hector. Bap. Down he goes. Now Roy is just getting
Found your weak
annihilated. Oh, that's overkill. Alright, now Surtur is the much trickier foe here.
Yes.
Alright,
Okay.
we're going to
My
buff
turn.
Morgan,
Of course.
buff with Corrin and debuff Surtur, and move forward to keep our drive on Sharena. We lose some stats due to Surtur's menace. That's okay. We should be fine. Yeah, okay, Myrrh is not even a threat. That was the reason I moved up. I was thinking we could tank one hit from Surtur, take out Myrrh, and then avoid being flanked on both sides because
Yes.
now we
Let's
can
go.
just kind of heal up.
I'll do my best for you.
And there we go.
All right.
And boost, and
What's next?
can't really
Let's go.
get into, yeah, Surtur, we don't want to be
My turn,
attacking
let's
him,
go.
so we're not going to send Morgan over to try and buff Sharena. We'll let him come to us again. It's boring but very effective, especially against Surtur with his
Here we go.
skills like Steady Stance 4, where he wants us to
Yes,
attack him. No,
as
you
you
attack
wish.
us.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
we can do one more round of healing.
I'll do my best for you.
And now, Windfire Bomb procced, so she
My
gets the
turn.
boost to attack and speed, even
What's
though we
next?
can't send Morgan up to
Of
buff her.
course.
And there we go. That's why I wanted to double up on the attack speed and the Windfire Bomb, because that way, even if one of them can't get close, we can do that. And I just realized the whole point of this set was to attack and then move forward. But oops, you see it still works on a turtle approach. Alright, here we are at last with our final match of the day. This time the goal is just to destroy everything with Corrin. And I thought about redoing that last match with Sharena because I kind of didn't fully showcase the original plan of the other set, which is to like kind of buff and then have Sharena move forward and attack, but it showed off the rest of the aspect, which was, you know, Corrin can still support even without stacking defense completely. It improved Sharena's damage output thanks to stacking drive attacks. And, you know, it also showcased that sometimes, even if you want to do something one way,
Yes.
you just can't because you get a terrible map layout like that or like this, and you kind of just have to adapt. So yeah, that's the excuse for why I'm not gonna redo it, because meh. But okay, here we have to take down these guys. These guys are lame.
What's
I'm going
next?
to bop Hector over here. Morgan's going to take a lot of damage. We're just going to soften him up a little
Of course.
so that Corrin has a bit of an easier time
Let's go.
getting in here. And 'cause no one said that
Please
Corrin
take
had to
care.
solo this map. We just want to destroy things with Corrin. This isn't like a solo or anything. That was Sharena's job. This job is for Corrin to just boop things. I don't think he's gonna be able to just 1v1 Hector here. Yeah. Even with Moonbow, he's just not gonna do that.
Okay.
Of course. All
What is
right.
it that's killing us? Alright, he just does 30 damage. Meh. Maybe this build isn't as good as it looked on paper. That'd be bad.
What's next?
We don't want to just kill Sharena over there.
Okay.
Instead,
Of course.
Yes.
let's regroup and heal up.
Please take care.
Please take care. Alright.
Let's go.
Still can't quite
Let's go.
survive against Hector. We can soften him up again.
All right.
And there we can do some damage. Morgan
go.
can't survive.
Of course.
Still can't kill him.
Let's go.
So we'll just chill here again. In case you haven't realized, I really like defensive strategies. It's why I kind of build with that in mind more than anything. There we go. That did some damage. Oh, it's probably Wary Fighter that was part of why we couldn't just kill him.
Let's go.
No, we also just apparently can't kill him.
As you wish.
Maybe if we heal up and proc our Windfire Bomb, that will help.
Of course.
It will not.
Okay.
All right.
Get back here, Corrin. There we go. Now we got you. You punk.
I've made my choice.
Yeah, Moonbow is probably not a great special on this set in retrospect.
Let's go.
But it's what I went with.
Let's go.
So that's good.
Yes.
But it's
I'll
okay.
do my
We'll
best for you.
go ahead and heal up a little.
Of course.
What's next?
All right.
And
Let's go.
we'll get that going. And chill. Yeah. This set, I think, needs the most adjusting. I'm gonna have to look at some other stuff. But also, again, it's not the best set for arena because, you know,
Okay.
it's more of a like a
As you wish. Let's go.
abyssal map kind of build.
I'll do my best for you.
But hey, it's working with team support, so. And I am all about that team support with Sakura here. She is amazing.
As you wish.
Of course.
Yes.
Morgan's got some decent team support.
Please take
I actually
care.
want to pull for, as stupid as it is, I want to pull for
What's next?
Summer Corrin's Sea Life Tome. Even though that is an absolutely terrible
Turn.
weapon. Just because it's a support tome and I want more support options. Alright, Surtur. Come on. Come get some.
Let's go.
I'm gonna have Sakura keep him topped off.
Please take care.
There we go.
Of course.
Let's
And
go.
we can soften Surtur up for the kill. Yeah, like I said, this is a work in progress. Corrin needs some help, but it kind of works. You know, he's not a one-man army, but he works. He functions.
All right.
There we go. We got the desperation here.
Okay.
Well, nah. We don't even need I was gonna buff, but we don't even need the buffs. Let's end it. Take him out. Definitely best at taking out greens, but there we go. You did it, Corrin. Good job. So that was the triple Corrin build showcase. This video is already very long, so I'm gonna just wrap this up and say thank you for watching this obnoxiously long video. It's probably like over 40 minutes, 45 minutes. But thank you anyways for watching, and I'll see you all next time with something not as long. And I'm very pleased overall with my Corrin, even if he does need some adjustments. Until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon, signing out.